They call it hospitality, but I see right through it. It's a performance. Every smile has a price tag. Every welcome is really a sales pitch. You're not a guest, you're a walking wallet. And the Philippines? It's the capital of this whole act. They've perfected it, it's fake. My roof, the roof is gone. Oh God, the wall is collapsing. That first clip, that was me a year ago. That was the video that almost ended my career, the one where I, James Harrington, travel vlogger, called Filipino hospitality a scam, and the internet rightly came for me. My sponsors dropped me, the comment sections were a war zone, my reputation was shot. My agent gave me an ultimatum. Fix it, go back, show them you can learn. So here I am, on my grand apology tour, I guess. I decided to go to one of the most remote island provinces in the Philippines, a place so far off the grid, the only thing to buy is fish from that morning's catch. My mission was simple: immerse myself, find the real Philippines, and make a video that could save my channel. I came here to prove a point, to get some curated, feel-good content and get back to my life. I had no idea that I wasn't just heading to a remote village. I was heading straight into a super typhoon, and the very people I'd so arrogantly dismissed on camera were about to save my life. All right, so day one well, I couldn't even find this village on the maps I was using. It's rustic. The plan is to spend a week here. I've rented this little hut from a local family. It's basic. 4 walls, a roof, and a floor that feels like it could give way any second. The people, they smile a lot, just like I said. They wave, the kids shout, "Hello!" and everyone wants to know where I'm going. It feels practiced, almost staged. I can't shake this feeling that they just see a foreigner and see an opportunity. I'm trying to keep an open mind, really, but cynicism is a hard habit to kick. The agent said, "Be authentic." Well, this is me being authentic. I feel like an outsider, a total spectacle. The weather's taken a turn. The boatman who dropped me off said something about a storm, but my Tagalog is 0 and his English was spotty. It's probably just a tropical shower, right? They get them all the time. But the wind is really picking up now. The palm trees are doing this kind of frantic dance, and the air feels heavy, electric. Okay, so it's more than a shower. The rain is coming down hard. The locals are all tying things down, boarding up windows. There's this quiet, organized urgency that's starting to make me a little nervous. I asked the old fisherman who owns this hut, Mang Nestor, if this was normal. He just looked at the sky, then at me, and said one word: Bagyo, typhoon. The power, what little there was, is out. It's pitch black, except for the lightning flashes that show the world just being torn apart outside. The wind doesn't just howl, it screams. It's a physical force pushing against the walls of this hut. I can hear things snapping and crashing all around. This is bad. This is really, really bad. I've made a terrible mistake. The roof is leaking. No, not leaking. Water is pouring in. I'm in what's left of the hut. I don't know how long I've been here. Feels like forever. Everything is soaked. I'm freezing. And I honestly don't know if this structure is going to make it. Hello? Hello, is someone there? Help! I'm in here! They're here. Someone's here. They came out in this. For me, they helped me up. They didn't speak English, but their gestures were universal. Are you hurt? Come with us. Hurry! They practically carried me through the storm. The wind was so strong I could barely stand, and debris was flying everywhere. We made this terrifying, chaotic sprint to a small, sturdy-looking house. Inside, it was crowded with people. A whole extended family, from grandparents to toddlers, all huddled together. I don't understand. I just don't get it. My hut was destroyed, and they came out in that storm for me. They brought me here, to their home, which is already packed with their own family. First thing they did, gave me a dry towel and this old t-shirt. It's way too small, but it's the warmest thing I've ever worn. Now his wife just handed me this steaming mug. Salabat, she called it. Ginger tea. They have so little. This storm is threatening everything they own, and their first instinct was to go rescue the stupid foreigner who rented a flimsy hut and then give him clothes and a warm drink. There was no talk about money, no transaction, just help. I'm a cynical person. My whole brand is built on it. I always look for the angle, the catch, but I'm looking for it here and I just can't find it. They're talking quietly, sometimes glancing over at me with smiles. Not pitying smiles, welcoming smiles. A little girl, she couldn't have been more than 5, just walked over and offered me a piece of her biscuit. It was probably her only one. I told her no, I couldn't, but her mother insisted. "Kain na," she said, "let's eat." I've heard that phrase in tourist traps, but here in the middle of a typhoon, in a house full of people who should be hoarding their food, it sounds different, it sounds real. The storm is over, the devastation is total. My hut is just a pile of splinters. Many of their homes are gone, but something incredible is happening. Nobody is waiting around for help. They are the help. The moment the sun came out, the whole community was outside. Men are already working together, clearing paths. Women are organizing what little food is left for a communal meal. Teenagers are helping fix a neighbor's damaged roof. I asked Mang Nestor's son, who speaks a little English, what this is called. He smiled and said a word I'd never heard. Bayanihan. He told me it's the spirit of community. The idea that you come together to help each other without expecting anything in return. It's not a formal thing, it's just what you do. You see a neighbor's house is gone, you help them rebuild. You see someone is hungry, you share your food. He used another word, kapwa. It means that other people aren't separate from you. We are part of the same shared self. My whole worldview is built on individualism. You look out for number one. Pull yourself up by your own bootstraps. Here, that entire philosophy is completely meaningless. Here, you are your community. Your strength is their strength. I called their hospitality a performance. How stupid, how blind was I? This isn't a performance for tourists. This is their culture. This is survival, forged by centuries of facing down typhoons just like this one. Their warmth isn't a transaction, it's a lifeline. And they threw it to me without a second thought. It's been 3 days since the storm. There's still no way off the island. And honestly, I don't even care. Something has shifted in me. I stopped being the foreigner. I'm just James. During the day, I help rebuild. My hands are blistered and my back aches, but I've never felt more useful. I carry wood, I clear rubble, I do whatever Mang Nestor tells me to. In the evenings, we all eat together. The food is simple, but because it's shared after a long day of work, it's the best food I've ever tasted. They refuse to let me eat alone. They refuse to let me pay. We are family now, Mang Nestor's wife Elena told me. And then tonight, this happened. Karaoke night, with a beat-up guitar and no power. They're singing local songs, laughing when they forget the words, and they're trying to teach me. They pulled me into the circle, handed me a glass of local coconut wine, and insisted I sing. I'm a terrible singer, truly awful, but nobody cares. They're just laughing with me. For the first time in my adult life, I feel like I belong somewhere. Not because I paid for it, but because I was just accepted. I think back to that old video, a walking wallet. That's what I thought a tourist was. But here, my wallet is useless. I have nothing to offer them that they value. All I have is my time and my 2 hands. And here, that's enough. I'm not a guest anymore. I'm not a customer. They call me kuya, a term of respect for an older brother. I'm sitting here, and it's making me wonder. Have you ever had an experience like this? A moment of unexpected kindness from a stranger that just completely changed your perspective? Let me know in the comments. I'd genuinely love to read your stories. The supply boat is here. It's time to go. And I have to be honest, I don't want to leave. This past week has felt more real than the last 10 years of my life. Saying goodbye is one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. Elena is pressing a small, woven package of food into my hands for the journey. Mang Nestor puts a hand on my shoulder. He's smiling, but his eyes are sad. There are hugs, real heartfelt hugs. The kids are all waving. Elena's crying, which of course is making me cry. I try to offer them money, all the cash I have. It feels like such a pathetic, insulting gesture after everything. Mang Nestor just gently pushes my hand away and shakes his head. He doesn't look offended, just sad that I would even think that's what this was about. I was wrong, that's it. That's the whole story. I was wrong. Completely, utterly, and arrogantly wrong. I came here to save my career, armed with my camera and my prejudice. I called Filipino hospitality fake, but I was the one who was fake. My cynicism, my arrogance, that was my performance. It was a shield to keep me from actually connecting with anyone. The people of this village have next to nothing. A typhoon ripped through and took even more, and in the face of that, they gave me everything. They gave me shelter, food, and safety, but they gave me so much more than that. They gave me a family. They taught me what community, what Bayanihan and kapwa really mean. They showed me that real wealth has nothing to do with your bank account and everything to do with the human connections you make. Their kindness isn't transactional, it's transformational. It's not about what they can get from you, it's about what they can give to you. It's a deep-seated cultural value that says, you are one of us and we will take care of you. I made a video that went viral for all the wrong reasons. I hope this one does, for all the right ones. To Mang Nestor, to Elena, to your beautiful, strong family, and to the entire village. Maraming salamat po. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for showing me what it truly means to be human. I promise I will share your real story, and I promise I'll be back because you're my family now. If this story moved you, please consider sharing it. The world could always use more stories about kindness and community. And if you want to follow my journey as I try to be a little less cynical and a little more human, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.